Dear members and dear guests, dear President Oliver Röpke, today is simply a fantastic day. It's a fantastic day for the EESC, it's a fantastic day for Europe. As Vice President of the European Parliament, I'm here in my institutional role and at this important moment for the EESC. But I'm also proud to be here as a former member of this institution and as a friend. Today marks a change for the EESC, and looking back at the last years, I would like to thank very much Christa Schwenk on behalf of the European Parliament for the warm and wholehearted communication as well as collaboration. Despite the odds of a world in multiple crises, we keep looking forward and work on a better future for our citizens. In this future, we need to keep working together, the European Parliament and the EESC, women and men, young and old, workers, employers, the whole civil society. The issues are big and affect all of us in various ways and at various moments throughout all our lives. Intersectionality is one of those issues that highlights how much these can overlap. Social backgrounds or migration biography have a significant impact already by themselves, but of course even more so when coming together with discrimination of women, just because there are women. And here I would like to point out how grateful we are about the cooperation during the yearly Gender Equality Week in October, and that I'm looking very much forward to the next edition as I hear again with the EESC on board. As you know, the European Parliament elections are just around the corner. Oliver, you mentioned that very clearly. At the same time, we see a significant increase in anti-democratic movements targeting women, targeting LGBTIQ people, migrants, and the social welfare state in order to profit a small but powerful minority. As social partners, as civil society, these threats and changes are incredibly visible to you. You all see and know where the problems lie and work every single day on the solutions. In this mandate, we have achieved a lot of absolutely necessary and progressive legislation as well as initiatives for the European Union. The Green Deal, the Conference on the Future of the European Union, strengthening equality for workers, for women, for families, for enterprises, and altogether then for a strong economy. All points on which we need to continue working also after the elections. But in order to do so, we need a strong European Parliament, a strong European Commission, strong partners like the EESC when facing more and more governments trying to oppose everything that sounds and is European. The financial crisis, 2008 and 2009, the Russian aggression in the Ukraine, COVID, have shown us to master our crisis, we need to work together. We need to think European. So let's continue doing this, and let's make sure every single person in Europe knows how tirelessly we all work for the well-being, safety, and future of our citizens. And let me close my intervention on a more personal note. As I stated in the beginning, I'm here also as a friend, a supporter of the European Economic and Social Committee, and also as a colleague of Oliver's for about 25 years. So, dear Oliver, we met as trade unionists and got to know each other during our civil engagements in the streets, during negotiations, and many of them trying to improve to social Europe. And the goal of a strong social Europe, you mentioned that, is and always has been the red thread in your professional life. You look at the structures, at the architecture of Europe, and for clear as well as realistic ways of how to improve the systems. We were just witnessing right now, and I was writing, what's the program for the next year? So a lot to do. Citizen Council, you mentioned strengthening and including younger people, and of course, our colleagues from the Western Balkans, and much more. So a lot ahead. In this, you always were looking for partners for cooperation and trying to have dedicated people on board from all our values. And this in a very realistic way. Also, what's feasible? Where can I find the partners? Your loyalty to the European values and ideas is visible to us and highly appreciated. Just as your vast knowledge, creativity, and dedication are something I highly value in the work you're doing. I wish you all the best for this new role, this new challenge starting now, and assure the full support of the European Parliament.
Thank you very much, Evelyn, proving once again that women in pink rock and roll. But more seriously also warning us against pushbacks against gender and other equalities that we strive for in our daily lives, and that gender equality and equality more generally cannot be taken for granted, and the importance once again of the European Parliament elections coming up, for the decisions we take for that elections, during that elections. Thank you, Evelyn, very much.